I can guarantee 3 things in life: taxes, death, and seeing a Ford on the road. But unfortunately, Ford isn't what they used to be. This is Ford in the early 2000s, and it's this, the Mark V Ford Fiesta. On paper, it's utterly forgettable. You get 75 horsepower, drum brakes, no turbo, and a CD player. How 2002 is that? And yet, behind the wheel, it's brilliant, it's light and honest. It feels like a car that's designed by people who actually like driving. It's a car that's happy to be thrashed on a B road, despite having the power of a lady shaver. And in today's world of 200 horsepower shopping trolleys with electric parking brakes and a gazillion modes, the Mark V feels like a protest. But this is Ford in 2025, a sea of SUVs, crossovers, and cars named after older, better cars. And I can't help but ask, what the hell happened? Because this isn't the Ford I grew up loving. It's not the Ford of Cosworths, rally stages, and tail-happy hot hatches. It's not the Ford of the working man's sports car. This is a Ford that feels like it's sold its badge for lease deals and EU emissions credits. Once upon a time, Ford were known for selling exciting cars for the people. You had the Escort RS Cosworth, which thrilled enthusiasts, but terrified insurance companies. Then there's the Mustang, a V8 muscle car for the same price as a Golf GTI. The price made no sense, but we loved it for that reason. Ford used to build cars that felt alive, raw, and unfiltered. They were fun, flawed, and fast. You could hoon them down a B road or thrash them at a track day, and they wanted it. Arguably the last real Ford to carry this torch was this, the Mark VII Ford Fiesta ST. This wasn't just a hot hatch, this was Ford at its peak when it came to modern driving feel. Light, chuckable, fun, and quick. It was a car that rewarded you for being brave and punished you gently when you got it wrong. What mattered the most was how alive it felt, how it communicated, and how it turned in. It was a front-wheel drive car that handled like it had rear-wheel drive ambition. But let's not forget, you could afford it, but it wasn't about prestige, it was about the joy. The Mark VII Fiesta ST was, for a lot of us, the last truly great new car you could buy, before everything went soft, safe, and slow-witted. Then there's this, the Mark III Focus ST, 2-litre turbocharged engine and 250 horsepower. It was Brutus when you wanted it to be and civilised when it had to be. You could pick up the kids from school and then take the long way home and pretend you're Colin McRae. It was the last proper hot hatch that really felt grown up but also completely daft. Although this didn't have the desirable 5-cylinder engine, it still retained the proper Ford feel and also produced about the same horsepower as well. You've even got things like modding. All 3 of these cars had the ability to transform into anything the owner wanted them to be. There was so much potential and personalisation. So this is Sam, my good mate. He actually owns the Focus ST and the Fiesta here. I'm just going to have a little conversation about it, I guess. Yeah. So Sam, what actually do you like about Ford the most? Like, what's the biggest thing about the cars that you like?
It's really my stepdad that sort of got me into Fords. He used to work with Ford himself, and then he got me into them. We had company cars for a long time. We still get company cars, and he's just brought me up with the Fords. I've gone through the phases of the Mark V Fiesta, my first car. Still got that car, obviously.
It's great.
Then got the Mark VII ST, love that car. Then recently I've got the Mark III Focus ST as well. Love them all for different reasons, and they're all great cars. Yeah.
So yeah, I want to get your thoughts on what sort of you think of the future of the brand, because obviously the whole point of this video is talking about the great hits of Ford.
Yep.
And just basically why they've gone downhill.
Well, the brand, like many manufacturers, they've gone to SUVs, electric cars, which unfortunately a lot of people are buying right now, which is just the way it is. You know, people want bigger cars, they don't want Fiestas, and unfortunately, because people want them cars, Ford and other manufacturers aren't going to produce cars that people don't want. They're going to produce cars that people want to buy, and that's just the way the market's going. It's sad, but it's just the future.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, most people out there that want to buy a car, they're not looking to have fun in a car, they just want to get somewhere, don't they?
Yes.
So I guess that is the main reason. But
Yep.
you know, people like us, it's very sad because we actually just love driving and the feel of driving, and I think that's what these three cars do really well at.
Yes.
Anyway, Sam, thank you for lending us your cars to be on the channel, and also thanks for showing yourself too.
You're welcome.
And now, Ford sells you a crossover called a Puma, a Mustang with no engine, and a few vans.
So, the Fiesta, well, that's already dead. The Focus, that's on life support. And the Mondeo, well, that's already buried.
You want fun? You'll need to look elsewhere or backwards, because modern Ford has lost the plot.
So this is our little funeral for Ford. 3 cars, all ordinary, all flawed, but all brilliant in their own way. They reminded us of what cars could be and what Ford used to be, full of soul. So there we are. If you did enjoy this video, then make sure you subscribe to us, and we'll see you in the next video.